shut up to faith. Before the coming of this faith, we were held in custody under the law, locked up until the faith that was to come would be revealed. Galatians 3 verse 23. God in olden times suffered man to be kept in ward by the law that he might learn the more excellent way of faith. For by the law he would see God's holy standard, and by the law he would see his own utter helplessness, then he would be glad to learn God's way of faith. God still shuts us up to faith. Our natures, our circumstances, trials, disappointments, all serve to shut us up and keep us in ward till we see that the only way out is God's way of faith. Moses tried by self-effort, by personal influence, even by violence, to bring about the deliverance of his people. God had to shut him up 40 years in the wilderness before he was prepared for God's work. Paul and Silas were bidden of God to preach the gospel in Europe. They landed and proceeded to Philippi. They were flogged, they were shut up in prison, their feet were put fast in the stocks. They were shut up to faith. They trusted God. They sang praises to him in the darkest hour, and God wrought deliverance and salvation. John was banished to the Isle of Patmos. He was shut up to faith. Had he not been so shut up, he would never have seen such glorious visions of God. Dear reader, are you in some great trouble? Have you had some great disappointment? Have you met some sorrow, some unspeakable loss? Are you in a hard place? Cheer up. You are shut up to faith. Take your trouble the right way. Commit it to God. Praise him that he maketh all things work together for good, and that God worketh for him that waiteth for him. There will be blessings, help and revelations of God that will come to you that never could otherwise have come, and many besides yourself will receive great light and blessing because you were shut up to faith. C.H.P. Great things are done when men and mountains meet. These are not done by jostling in the street.